Hello dear students. So in this video, let's discuss with the parasitic adaptation, pathogenicity and preventive measures of liver fluke or Fasciola hepatica. Before that, in the last video, we had discussed with the life cycle of Fasciola hepatica. We'll repeat once again with the life cycle. Okay. We'll start with the first point here. Okay, so here immature eggs which are discharged in the biliary ducts and passes in the stool. Okay, that is first step. Second step is, so eggs will become embryonated in the fresh water over 2 weeks. It requires 2 weeks to become embryonated egg. In the third step, what happens? The embryonated eggs which release a larva, first larva, which is that Miracidium larva. Okay, so this Miracidium larva which invade a suitable snail, that is one of the secondary host, or you can say intermediated host. So in the snail body, what happens? The parasite undergo several developmental stages like sporocyst, radiae and cercariae. Okay, in the fifth step, what happens? Here the cercariae are released from the snail. Can you see in this picture? So this cercariae will be released from the snail body, and what happens? They will insist as a metacercaria on aquatic vegetation. Okay, so after ingestion, the metacercaria exist in the duodenum. So it specially enters into the human being when they eat uncooked meat, or not meat, uncooked vegetables and all. So here you can read the point. And when it enters into the duodenum, it penetrates through the intestinal wall into peritoneal cavity. The immature flukes then migrate through the liver, where they mature into adult flukes and they produce actually eggs. So eggs will be produced in the liver. So in humans, maturation from metacercaria larva into adult flukes, usually it takes about 3 to 4 months, and this cycle repeats. Clear? So it causes disease in the sheep, which is called as liver rot. So this is about life cycle of Fasciola hepatica. Now let's discuss with the parasitic adaptations of Fasciola hepatica or liver fluke. So here locomotory organs which is absent is not required in adult, right? So adult does not require any locomotory organ since they are parasitic one. But free living larva, they have Meracidium, that is Meracidium, which has cilia, and Cercaria, which has tail. Next point is respiration here is anaerobic type, as free oxygen is not available here. So since free oxygen is absent there, so here respiration is anaerobic type. Third one, resistant egg shell around zygote, which provide further safety from unfavorable environmental condition. So here egg shell which provide protection for the zygote. The next point is hermaphroditism ensures self-fertilization even in the absence of another companion for copulation. Usually for copulation it requires other partner, right? Since it is hermaphrodite, so within the body it can exchange its eggs. Then oral sucker, acetabulum and spines on the body which act as organ of attachment in the host body. This is also one of the parasitic adaptation. So large number of eggs are produced, that is 2 lakh eggs per fluke, which is necessary to offset the hazards resulting in greater mortality. So here large number of eggs will be produced. Next is about a pathogenesis or symptoms. So infection of a vertebrate in the host, that is snail. Okay. So invertebrate host will be snail here. So which results in partial or complete destruction of affected site, preferably digestive gland. Here the digestive gland will be affected in the snail. Infection of vertebrate host. In the vertebrate host, that is sheep, what happens? It can lead to the damage of liver or bile ducts. In bile ducts, inflammation is caused. This disease is called as liver rot, or it is also called as fasciolasis. Next, what are the treatment for this or therapy? So there is anti-helminth drugs such as carbon tetrachloride and tetrachloroethane. These two drugs are used as treatment. So these days, kill the stages of parasite in the liver of the host is the best treatment. Next is about the prevention. So destroying egg and manure of infected sheep, it can prevent the disease, and snail population must be widely separated from the infected sheep population so that we can prevent the completion of life cycle, so that we can prevent the disease also. So this is all about life cycle, and also we have discussed with the parasitic adaptations. Then we have discussed with the symptoms or pathogenesis, treatment and prevention of Fasciola hepatica larvae.